Hi everyone, introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Ibran Muzaffar. My name is 4425128. I am class at 441A37. Today, I would like to share my opinion about smoking on campus, a problem that affects not only smokers but also everyone around them. First of all, a campus is supposed to be a place of learning, growth, and health. It's where young minds are shaped to become the future leaders of our nation. However, when smoking is allowed on campus, it sends the wrong message that harmful habits are acceptable in an environment that should promote well-being and responsibility. Smoking doesn't only harm the smoker. Secondhand smoke affects friends, classmates, and even teachers who don't choose to inhale. It pollutes the air we breathe, causes discomfort, and increases health risks such as asthma and lung disease. Is that the kind of environment we want for our education? Moreover, smoking often leads to littering. Cigarette butts are one of the most common forms of waste on campus grounds. They make our campus look dirty and can harm the environment, especially when washed into drains or waterways. Some may argue the smoking is a personal choice. I agree, is it? But when that choice negatively impacts others, it becomes a public concern. A smoke-free campus policy doesn't violate personal freedom. It protects the collective health and comfort of everyone in the community. In conclusion, I strongly believe smoking should be banned on campus. Let's make our campus a cleaner, healthy, and more responsible place to study. Our environment shapes our habits, so let's shape it into one that supports good health, not addiction. Thank you. Hello guys, allow me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Gibran Muzaffar. 4425128 441A37. Simple present tense. The simple present tense is used to describe habitual action, routines, and general facts. It appears frequently in spoken and written English and forms a foundation for accurate communication. In this lesson, we will study its structure, common rules, and typical time expression. What the simple present tense? The simple present describes actions that occur regularly or facts that are universally true. It does not indicate action in progress at the moment of speaking. Understanding this tense helps learners express routines and general truths clearly. When do you use it? We use the simple present to talk about habitual action, general truth, and schedule future events. It is also appropriate for instruction and commentary. Recognizing this context aids in selecting the correct tense. Structure of positive sentence. The positive form follows the pattern subject plus base verb with an or an s or es added for third person singular, he, she, it. For example, she reads and he watches. Mystery of this rule ensures grammatical accuracy in affirmative statement. Structure of negative sentence. Negative are formed using the auxiliary do or does plus not followed by the base verb. For third person singular, use does not, while other subject use do not. That the main verb remains in its base form after the auxiliary. Structure of question. Yes or no question begin with do or does, followed by the subject and base verb. With question, place the question word first, then do or does, and the subject. Proper inversion is essential for forming clear and correct question. Adding s or es. Verbs generally add s for the third person singular. Verbs ending in ch, sh, double s, x or o regular es. Verbs ending in consonant plus y, change y to I, add es. This pattern must be memorized to avoid frequent errors. Example in everyday life. Example sentence illustrate habitual action. I eat breakfast at 7 a.m. and they go to school by bus. Such examples show the tense used for routines and reinforce understanding, structure, and usage. Do versus does. Use do with I, you, we, they, and does with he, she, it. The auxiliary changes to match the subject and the main verb remains in base form. Recognizing subject-verb agreement is central to correct formation. Time expression. Words like always, often, sometimes, never, and every day commonly accompany the simple present. This expression indicate how frequently an action occurs and often determine tense choice. Including them clarifies the intended meaning. Affirmative, negative, and question. Comparing affirmative, negative, and question forms highlights structural difference. For instance, she reads, she doesn't read. Does she read? Practicing such comparison improves learners' ability to transform sentence correctly. Common mistake include omitting s for third person singular and using incorrect auxiliaries. Another issue is changing the main verb unnecessarily after do or does. Regular practice and careful review reduce these errors over time. Practice 1. Fill in the blanks. Practice 1. Fill in the blanks. Complete the sentence with the correct verb form to reinforce agreement rules and auxiliary usage. Focus on subject, verb, agreement, and the correct choice between do or does. Immediate feedback helps consolidate learnings. Practice 2. Make sentence. This exercise requires students to produce full sentence for prompts, promoting active use of the simple present. Writing encourages deeper processing and aids retention. Aim for accuracy in verb form and word order. Present simple versus present continuous. The simple present refers to habitual or general action, while the present continuous describe action occurring now. Contrast example help learners choose the appropriate tense. Understanding context is crucial for correct tense selection. Tip for mastery. Read English text regularly and practice writing short daily journals using the simple present. Listening and repetition increase exposure to correct forms. Consistent practice and feedback significantly improve competence. Summary. The simple present is primarily for habits, routines, and general truths. Remember third-person singular rules and use do or does. For negatives and question, regular practice will lead to greater confidence and accuracy. Challenge yourself. Write 5 original sentences describing your daily routine using the simple present. Check for subject, verb agreement, and correct auxiliary. Reflect errors and revise your sentence for improvement. Thank you.